What's going on, guys? It's O from OMG Vapor, and today I'll be talking to you about the Mjölnir RDA by Anthony Vapes Cthulhu Mods. Let's bring this down. Here we have the unusual packaging that your Mjölnir RDA by Cthulhu Mods and Anthony Vapes comes in. Very, very sweet. Here we have the RDA, which we're going to look at in a second. An 810 to 510 drip tip adapter, 510 drip tip. Bag of goodies with 2 Allen keys, extra O-rings, squonk pin, bow screws, and a flathead screwdriver. Oh, look what was stuck here. Nothing on the back. The airflow arrangement that they have over here is very unique, where you have airflow coming in from the same level on both sides, but then as it goes to hit your coil, they do have different levels over here. I wonder if this will cause turbulence. Here we have the Mjölnir RDA looking super sexy. Take a look at that. Except for this drip tip, I don't like it at all. So now it is worth mentioning that the knurling over here does not serve any purpose. It is not grippy at all, but it does make it look nice. I mean, this is a nice looking RDA. Tell me it's not. On the bottom you have your gold-plated 510 pin, Mjölnir RDA, Cthulhu Mods, Anthony Vapes. This does not have branding anywhere else, and this makes it that much better. I mean, you are putting a product out there that is just so good it speaks for itself. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use it on this mod. You see, you don't need your knurling here to have a grip. You can use the fins right here, you can use the barrel right here, you can use the drip tip right here. How nice is that? Now this is what makes it unique. This thing right here, as you can see, there is this cup inside here. So what this cup right here does is that it makes your chamber that much smaller, so it concentrates the vapor that you get, and thus concentrating the flavor. Very, very, very cool. That's quite tall though. I imagine a lot of capillary action happening here. But anyway, not my point. I don't know if you can see this here, but as we saw in the diagram, airflow comes in from the same level, but then in order for it to get underneath the coil, they escape from different levels. One goes around here and one goes about there. It is so deep. That's what she said. If you look here, you'll see these tracks that will help you when you're reassembling the insert here. Get that insert right in here, push, click, done. Then you have to, of course, screw the pin back on. This is where your pin is going to attach from the base, and I assume that it would be squonking from right about this level here, which would still mean a lot of capillary action, but anyway, I'm not big on squonking, and I'm not going to squonk. So if we take a closer look here, we can see our airflow arrangement. This is the deeper one, and the shallower one goes a little bit up there. I don't know if you can see it. I can. As we saw with that airflow arrangement, it would be very, very difficult to get this to leak, whether you're dripping or you're using a squonk setup. It will be very difficult to get this to leak due to the very steep angles that the airflow comes in at. Very, very nice and definitely very innovative. Let's put a build in this and see how it vapes. Right guys, we're back with the Mjölnir RDA sitting on top of the Golden Reel Yin Yang by LGM Mods straight out of the Philippines. Gotta drip a little bit more. I really hate how I cannot drip down the 510 drip tip. That's okay though, I don't mind at all with this drip tip though. Right, let's start with the looks. This RDA looks good. It looks good and it feels good, and the machining is done very, very well. I hate it when the branding is superimposed on the exterior of the RDA, on the barrel or on the drip tip and that kind of stuff. It just, it bugs me so much. This is something I really, really, really like. Even though it isn't an expensive RDA, it's pretty much affordable because Anthony Vapes wanted to make it as an affordable RDA. It does feel quite high-end. The weight of the metal, the thickness of the metal, the machining on it is very, very, very well done. In my honest opinion, I believe that Anthony has done a great service for the vaping community designing this RDA. I do hate single coil RDAs. I hate single coil anything, but this thing changed my mind. There is hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel, right over there. I don't have a lot of negative things to say about this RDA, except that if you're squonking, I believe that the capillary action is way too much. It is such a distance to travel. But I don't squonk, so that's your problem, not mine. The way you build on this is very, very easy. It's very, very smooth. It's very, very beginner friendly. It's quite nice. It's something that has such a high value. I was under the impression that having your airflow coming in at different angles will cause some sort of turbulence, but it's actually very, very minimal. I'm not saying it's not there. It's just very, very minimal for you to notice. It isn't, for example, like if you were to vape with a single coil RDA that has one side airflow. What I would have liked to see on this is some sort of insert that allows you to use a dual coil setup. I understand that this could raise the cost, but if you guys could work on a dual coil insert, I'm sure I would go ahead and buy that. Being a single coil and 24 mm does not bother me at all. If it were a dual coil, it would have been much better. I think you guys could have managed this. It's hard to talk about innovation in the field of RDAs and RTAs because you're not going to reinvent the wheels. It's pretty much coils, barrel stuff, and all you do is how you get your airflow in and all that. But having that cup and having that airflow arrangement that does not allow for leaking out. I'm not saying it's leak proof. It is not leak proof, but it is quite leak resistant. Has it leaked on me? No. But if I keep it upside down and just wait for it to leak, it sure as hell will leak. But don't keep your RDA upside down. Why would you do that? It's bullshit. Anthony, man, thank you very, very much for such a beautiful, beautiful RDA that looks very good, performs very well, and is just excellent. In my opinion, this is a single coil RDA that I would use. And I would never use a single coil. I don't like them. But this, I really like. And I'll see you in the next video.